Hello guys, my name is Matt, and in this video I'll share you the Makita 2 circular saws. So let's dive in quickly with the pluses and minuses of both of these circular saws, and which should you choose? Should you choose the almighty and powerful one, or should you choose the compact one? Easy to use compact one, let's call it like this. This is a brushless motor. This isn't. This is big. This is smaller one. Both are batteries. Both have different types of batteries. I don't even know what type of battery this one had right here. I think 38 volts. This one had 18 volts. So what should you choose, and what could I recommend you to buy? So if you're planning to cut a material which is not greater than 5 centimeters in thickness, I think even this cannot cut. No, this could cut. Yeah, this could cut 6.5 centimeters or 5.7 centimeters in thickness. I think it was 5.7. So basically it can cut this material in half, going like this or going like this. So now let's say it really easily. You can cut those materials this way pretty easily. It's like perpendicular to how the wood texture goes. But it's really highly affected how sharp is the blade. Because if the blade goes out of sharpness, the battery could go smoking for this machine. The blade, the battery, and the connection here could go smoking for this machine. So it's really important, because this is a brush motor. So if you want to buy, we have also brushless motors like this. Also, the small ones. We have also brushless motors. They are more reliable. They last more longer, and they don't heat up that much. So if you're considering heavy workloads, brushless motors. Heavy workloads, 5 or 6 amp battery, 8 amp battery. If you're like, I'm just an ordinary man, I want to do something, I just buy it and not think about it. Just get at least the highest capacity battery as you can get for this, and it will be suited for you without any issues. Yeah, so continuing. If you want to cut material like this, going in the direction how the texture goes, this will not do. It will be smoking, it will be eating too much battery, and I have 2 of these where this button burned down. It started smoking and smelling, and we take off the battery. I even had one of these machines who, after heavy use, started smoking and turning by itself. So I ran and took the battery off. So these things, if you plan to use them on heavy loads, the battery will get hot and the wires inside will get hot. So brush motors, heavy loads, don't even think about it. What are heavy loads, if you ask me? Heavy loads are if you're cutting wet material, thick material with unsharpened blade. If you have a sharp blade and dry material, and you use it like 1 cut, then do something else, then 2 more cuts doing something else, it's definitely not a heavy workload. Let's say a heavy workload would be if I want to cut 2 plus of these materials, that's 1 inch thickness, 2 of these materials, let's say 3 times in a row in a straight line with a not sharp blade. That will be a heavy load, and I think after the first cut the battery will already be hot because it's 6 meters. So yeah, so these are the things you need to consider really tightly and really deeply. So why and for whom I would recommend the small one is for people that just want to do some wood repairs in their own house. Build a house, maybe, cut some planks, build them, screw them, cut some more planks, measure them, build them, screw them, and stuff like this. And that's it, like a ordinary handyman, and that's it. And if you definitely add 30 more euros and buy the brushless motor, just for safety reasons. Now when we get to the bigger machine, I bought this because we need heavy loads, and we just it actually is a really expensive one, and just because we need to cut 10 centimeters of thick material, like this one. So we don't need to carry thick material from there by hand, put it right here and cut it. You just take this one there and, like, let's say these would be 10 by 10 centimeters of material, let's say, like a beams. In fact, I have them right there, but I'm lazy to go there. You just draw a line and you just cut them. You can cut in one cut like 5 or 10 of these beams in one cut. Then you go to the other side and you cut them again, and you don't need to actually lift anything. Right? You don't need actually to lift anything, and that's actually a benefit. And if your materials are somewhere there, who knows where, you just take it with you, and that's pretty easy. Now, but this machine has downsides. It's heavy, it's inaccurate. Right, stop the noise. So it's heavy and it's inaccurate. So what I mean by accurate, I'll tell you a bit later. With this you can cut more accurate, more straight lines. This is inaccurate just because of how it's built. And now you put the saw on the material, and then, like, okay, where is the line? Where is the line? How can you see the line? Where is it? Or, like, is it here somewhere? Ah, it's here. Here I can see the line. Okay. Now how do I cut it? Okay. Now I see it, man. No, this one is in front. Where is the line? How can I see it? It's yeah. I hope you understood my thought. This, you cannot actually see where you need to cut. I do it like this. I put it on the material, then I stand on the material, and from the above I can see it. But if you are from the above, it cuts, and all the dust can go in your eyes. It's really difficult to cut with this if you want a straight line. The next thing is this circular saw has a metal part right here, which basically holds the saw in place. For example, I can cut it like this also, you know. It has an elbow there, and you can see the line pretty easily where it will be cutting. So, and if you go off the material, finish cutting, this end still stands on the material. This, however, if you're cutting from this side, the material is on this side, and here is the end of the material. As soon as you finish cutting it, the saw will fall down like this, or it will fall down like this. And that's actually pretty annoying. It has a material like a shoulder here that you can put, but it extends the size pretty badly. So it's more challenging to cut a straight line with this one. That's what I really want to say. It's really challenging to cut a straight line with this one. However, there are things like when we cut this OSB material. I put like 8 centimeters thick material of this OSB. I stand on this OSB, I draw a straight line, and when I cut, I put my hand like right here, and then I slowly push it, and you can basically get a straight line with this. And you can buy the metal part, the slab on which it slides. I think with that you can also get a straight line, but it really can give you a straight line if you have like a field of materials and use that slide, not like that pack which I have right there. So anyways, and my first impression was it's much bigger than I thought, it's heavier than I thought, and it's a little bit more challenging to use it. So we definitely use this machine, but we will not take it in our out of workshop works where we go. However, this machine gave me a nice look that if that one would have twice as more the power as it has in the same size, I would definitely buy one more circular saw which is that size and with that amount of power, because from the separate and individual cuts we make on objects when we are building outside our workshop. But and the thing is this also needs the maximum battery size that you can get, 5 amps, 8 amps, whatever, the maximum which you can afford, because it really would pay off you, because it drags lots of power. So when the battery is in half size, it will already be, you will feel that the circular saw is weaker. It gets weaker and weaker until it has no power and the battery is depleted. So it really pays off to have the maximum size battery, because with the maximum size battery, the heating problem will be a little bit solved by less percent, but a little bit solved, because it will use less amps. The emptier the battery, the lower the voltage, the higher the amps. So yeah. So overall, if it's possible for you to afford, if I would want to buy another circular saw in our workshop, I would buy this one with 2 batteries, like the same size, 2 batteries, maybe a little bit thicker, deeper than it can cut, maybe a little bit larger, and that's it, with 2 batteries. So twice the power, same size, same comfort, more beneficial. This one I would recommend to buy for someone who needs to cut, especially those 10 centimeters of material, which I think is a pretty common thing for somebody to need. As in terms of accuracy, not that good. As in terms of notch cutting, also not that good. With this you can cut notches, wood notches, pretty easily. Notch like when you want to, what I mean by notch is when you want to cut out field like this and just take out the excess material. So with this one you cannot do, because it's, look at the size, how big is it? If you want to make a notch that's 5 centimeters of size, you cannot adjust it to the material. It will be like, you know, swinging up and down. So yeah, for what jobs I use this is for thick OSB material cutting, stand on the material, draw a straight line and cut it through. It really saves time. And for heavy, large size materials that I don't want to carry around, I just stand on them and cut them. Believe me, it saves a lot of time actually anyway. So yeah, that's my honest review, and stay tuned, subscribe to this channel, because we have lots of more Makita instruments that we can talk about. I can share my experience, 3 or 4 years experience with this Makita pointless table saw, this useful vertical. Yeah, somebody broke the belt and didn't put back together. This one is actually a really nice thing to have, but it's a little bit complex to adjust. So the one who was, I'll show you, working with this didn't seem how do you open it? Maybe. First time. Okay, but the belt has fallen off on the bottom. Voila. Didn't seem to have. I will not put it back because this machine has an issue. If you don't adjust the angle, the blade will jump off, and I believe anyway. And we have lots of more. Okay, we have a full bus of Makita instruments that I can talk about. So anyway, guys, see you on another video, and subscribe if you want to see some more, and bye.